Hello beautiful people, and welcome to Soulmate Canvas. In this video, I want to talk about the importance of community. When I first started on this creative journey, I was going through a lot of personal challenges that I just didn't know how to talk about. So when I found art, it was this big opening on the possibilities on what can be communicated through art. And through that process, I understand a lot more about who I am, what my desires are, and building up this confidence to be who I am. Because it's really hard in the world that we live today, because everything that we see, everything that we experience are telling us that we should be something. We ought to be something stronger, bigger, and better. And so when we look within, it's hard to really own that and believe that the person that we are living with is the person that we ought to be, right? So as I go through this art journey, what I found is this confidence to be in me, confident to be creative. And throughout that process, I figure out that it is in the letting go of what the outside world want me to be, is letting go the expectations. It is letting go of all these different roles that I have took to believe that I should be in order to get love, in order to be accepted, in order to feel safe, in order to feel belong. So as I started going through these programs, whether it is on self-development, whether it is to increase my skills as an artist or as a coach, I learned that the best thing about each of these programs is really the community, the people that I am in touch with, that I've grown to learn, that I've grown together with them. And ultimately, the downside of all these programs is that they're all attached to a certain certificate, and they're all limited to a certain amount of time, whether it's 4 weeks or 4 months. A lot of them, by the end, when it's dissolved, everybody separates. And what I found for me was that it felt like, even though I have now accumulated so much knowledge and elevated my skills, what I couldn't take away with me is this sense of community that this program had created within the container of the program. And whether it's different programs or different groups, certifications, it just dissipates. And what I left feeling like it was going back to square one. And I know that's not necessarily true, but certainly it felt like you're alone again. It feels like you have to do whatever it is you're going through on your own, figure it out, reaching out and motivate yourself and support yourself emotionally and all the things, right? So ultimately, the part that really, the message that really emerged for me from all of this is that community really, really matters. And doesn't actually, more so than whatever guru, coach that you are learning from, more than the content itself, more than the skill itself. It is the community that makes the big impact or long impact. The ones that have stuck with me, the individuals from different programs that I am still in touch with, those are the people that still continue to help me in going through tough times. And same thing, I continue to support them in whatever it is that they're going through in life, both professionally and in their personal life. So all this to say is that the type of person that I am, and I feel that in general, we are such tribal community social beings. We need the support of our social circles to really carry us through in life. It's how we really elevate, enjoy, love more, experience more of love, and really being held in the time of aches and pains. So ultimately, what I really decided to do is that if I am going through from program to programs to look for community, then it makes this beautiful sense for me to create a community, and for people to come into this community so that we can really support each other in ways that we can't get outside of it on our own, right? So this is why I feel that me creating a community really makes sense. And my favorite type of community and connection is in person. This is when we are touching, hugging, laughing together, and feeling each other's energy, and we're drinking and having these dialogues. And that makes it so much more real, so much more powerful, and so much more invigorating for our souls to have those experiences in person. And of course, during the pandemic, we have lost a lot of that, and because there is virtual communities through Zoom and things like that, I know that we aren't always able to get together in person, even now after the pandemic. So I never dismiss virtual communities. So what I'm trying to do here is I created a community, a virtual one and in-person one, if you are in and around New York City. It's about really like getting together in very intimate settings where we will have potluck gatherings, where we can create together, where we can paint and explore together, where we can have experiences of maybe going through a certain challenge together, and we could express together, and we could contemplate together, and we could really celebrate each other. And then that virtual community where we do the same thing but gathering online. But there's a sense of place that you can always tap into whenever you come through with something that you just need to be held, to be connected to be understood, and to be okay in feeling the way you are feeling, and you just don't want to be alone. That's sort of the essence of the community. So if you are interested in connecting with me in those communities, I'll link the descriptions below where you could just sign up. The in-person one, again, is in New York City. I'm starting one that is just for women, and it's going to be creativity and expressive art focus. So it's going to start with 4 weeks, and that's where you really come in and explore and express and experiment with what's going on inside and express that through art. And at the end of it, we'll really have this group show and installation of all our work. So that is really more art focus. In terms of the in-person one. The virtual one, I'm really starting with something that's super lighthearted, you know? It's a free community, everybody's free to join, and this is a space that you're gonna bring in who you are, and you're gonna, slowly trust the community and share what you have. And if you're going through something, put it out there so that people can support you through. If you're going through a high time, there's a space where you can leave your love so that you're paying forward to the you that may need that extra love, or someone else behind you may need the extra love. So yeah, that is what I have to share today. If you have any questions, definitely send me a note. Otherwise, my name is Suzii, Suzii, 2 eyes, because I believe the I in me sees the I in you. Bye.